Or less than 2. They were less than? Yeah. Okay, how many ladies have driving license? I am a lady, but also I have a driving license. Raise up your hand. I am a lady, but I have driving. Rate it high, 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 high. Make it straight. Not like this. Not like this, madam, not like this. Straight like this. Yes, 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 yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus. 5. You ladies. Okay, I am a man and also I have a driving license. Raise it up. High, 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 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, more than 20. Sir, good. Congratulations. So you need to drive this month, Cindy. Before the end of this month, you need to have a car. Okay, here is one. You need to have a car. So this is what? A car for you. It's a good car, Cindy. Yes. So I want to ask you another question. Do you think desire is good or desire is bad? Huh? Desire, tamaa. Tamaa ni mzuri ama ni mbaya? Huh? Tamaa ni mzuri ama ni mbaya? Desire, is it good or bad? Yeah, so today I want to tell you, if you have no desire, then it means your future is dead. Because desire is the engine that makes you to think of your future. If you have no desire, then it means you're already dead. Because you can never anticipate, you can never think of what will happen in the life. And now there's one brown sister behind there. She's busy looking at nonsense, but me, I'm here. I am here. I'm here for you. I am here for you so that you may understand what it means. I am asking you this one question. Sister, do you have desire? Yes. Now, this young man, he is studio. And then this young man, I'm asking you, do you have desire? Yes. And now the one having a cape and many, many other things, and I cannot see your face. Even though I meet you in Koromaindo, I cannot know who you are, because now you have covered, you are this, and you have covered, you are that, and then you don't want people to know you, and now that is very funny. My friend, do you have desire? Yes. Even me, I have desire. And if you have no desire, then you are dead. You are a living dead man. But then, there is something else that I also want to tell you about the world of having desire. There is something called self-control. Self what? Control. So desire is always there. And there is no human being who has no desire. Even though you may be gloomy, even though you may be sad, even though you may be ugly, even though you may be beautiful, does not matter. What matters is you have to know that every human being has desire. Senor, except you. Every human being has desire except who? You. Senor? Me I have. Me I have. But you, when I look at you, it's like you don't have. Senor? You don't have desire? Huh? You have. Yeah. I will continue and tell you like this. Desire, it is the engine that drives our life. Desire is the engine that drives our life. And then we have these two things. We have these two things. That if you have desire, and now if you are able to control desire, then you have tremendous energy. If you are able to control desire, then they say you have tremendous energy. Having tremendous energy means you are able to control yourself. You are able to do what? Control yourself. But then I want to give you some comparison. Something correlating between desire and self-control. But now the first thing I want to show you is to those who are drivers. I saw here 5 sisters and 20 brothers, and I want to ask you one more question. One more question. Now, if the engine power is greater than brakes, then what will happen? If the engine power of the car is greater than the brakes, what will happen? So this will happen. Do you know what will happen? Accident will occur. And so it is so dangerous when you have greater engine power than the brakes. Then, on the other hand, what will happen if you have engine power lesser than the brakes? Which means brakes are greater than the engine power. What will happen? You will have safety, Sindio? Yes. And in this case, you can drive on a high what? High speed. Now, I have a question for all of you. Who want to answer before I ask? Who want to answer the question before I ask? Okay, I will ask the question now. The question is, why should we drive at a high speed? What makes people to drive at a high speed? If you have the answer, let me know. Yes. Time. What makes people drive at a high speed? If you have the answer, let me know. Yes. Their desire to reach their destination in or on time. Another person from behind. What makes people drive at a high speed or a higher speed? From behind. Let me see. Yes. Yes. Huh? Alcohol. Because they are drunk. So funny. Yes. Yes. Yeah? Or enjoyment. When they are driving at high speed, they are enjoying. Yes. So we have here our teacher who is teaching automobile. Is he around? The teacher who is teaching automobile, can you come around? Who are the students of this teacher? I am a student of this teacher. Teacher utatoa kofia labda wakujui. Do you know him? Who are the students of this teacher? Oh, they are not here? So your students come in the afternoon? Where? Raise up your hand. If you are a student, raise up your hand. Only 1, 2. Only 2, 3. Only 3, 4. Hey, you are just coming from the... Okay. Sasa. So he's the one who always makes my car. Always, whenever my car has some problem, I just call him and then, hey, that is the key. So I usually drive at a high speed. So what really makes me to drive the car at a very high speed? Those who are doing, yes. Huh? The brakes. Sasa. So clap for him even though you have not heard. The reason why a driver can drive at a higher speed is because of brakes. If you are really sure of your brakes, that they are greater than or they are more powerful than the engine, then you can drive at a high speed. Not because of time, not because you are drunk, not but because of having proper brakes. So when your brakes, the brake power is more than the engine power, then you can drive at a high speed. Are we together? Yes. And yes. Now, we are in the world of desire and control. Here, when desire is greater than self-control, what will happen in life? When desire is greater than self-control, people will be discontent. they will not be contented. And people will complain. And people will have the misfortune when your desire is greater than your self-control. Please, this which I'm teaching you is very important. And that's why even though you are sitting behind, listen to me carefully. It will help you immediately after this. I am continuing to say that so many people whose desires are greater than their self-control, they are never satisfied. And they always complain in life. And they always meet misfortune. Why? Mtu kwa ajili ya desire alijaribu kuiba, akapigwa risasi. Mtu kwa ajili ya desire aliingia mambo na akakuwa na ball. Na mtu kwa sababu ya desire mambo mengi hufanyika, si ndio? Yes. So desire which is greater than self-control makes you end up in a misfortune because you never controlled yourself. But then, if your desire is less than self-control, if your desire is less than self-control, then you will be gratitude. You will have the gratitude. You will always be thankful. You will always appreciate. You will always say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You will be satisfied, and at the same time, you will always be happy. So who can be happy? The one who has less desire. If you have a high rate of self-control, you will always be happy in life. And you will appreciate every small thing that you are given, and you will appreciate every token that you receive because you have received the best. Yes, my eye is rolling and rolling and rolling. My eye is rolling. That is the work I'm doing. Charlie, wewe uko na kofia. You are despising us and you are despising us and you are doing wrong. Then if you love her, then you should go and talk outside. You are making problem. And now you cannot control yourself, and that is what I'm talking about now. You don't have self-control. This is what I'm talking about in this situation. When you have self-control, you will be happy. When you have self-control, you will be thankful. When you have self-control, you will be satisfied. But when you don't have it, I'm telling you, even though you are given, you will still need. And when you don't have it, even though you are given, you will still need. And that's why men, when they seduce this lady, another one is also another beautiful, another one is also another beautiful, another one is also another beautiful, and you end up nowhere and doing nonsense. Why? Because you have no self-control. And also, madam, the same. When you have no self-control, now that brings a problem. Please listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. That is the work I'm doing. I'm seeing you guys. You are not concentrating, and this thing to you is like nonsense. But at the end of it, it will not be nonsense. At the end of it, you will clap for me. You will appreciate that I was here to teach you something. And you guys at behind, you don't have no paper, you have no pen, you are just looking at me. And now your attitude, and now the mind you have is really very wrong. And now with such mind, such people, do you think you can develop our country? Do you think Kenya can be developed with such mind? Such, I don't care mind cannot develop our country. You only live for yourself and you go to the toilet. You live for yourself and you go to the toilet. And now such life is not proper life. Think of others. Even though you are here, think of other people. Don't just be here to waste your time, but be here to think of tomorrow. And that's why I'm here telling you, if you have no self-control, my friend, your life is at risk. There was a test that was done in America. In America, in Kenya, we are doing the KCPE. I don't know whether it is called KCPE or what, but then we used to do that. Me, I did CPE, and I did the KCAG what, and I did so those many things. But in America, they call it SAT. So a test was done with some students, some pupils that were of the age of 5 to 10. When that test was done, they were given marshmallow. You guys, have you ever tasted marshmallow? By the way, do you know marshmallow? Yeah. So marshmallow, something that is very delicious for children. So they were given, and in every room, a child was given a table and one marshmallow on a plate. A table and one marshmallow on a plate. And now there were 20 pupils. Every room there was a pupil. And now they were told, hey, you young people, we are going to give you marshmallow and you have to wait for 20 minutes. If you wait for 20 minutes, I will give you another marshmallow. So there are those who could wait for 20 minutes. But there are those who could not wait. Within 30 seconds, already they were now tasting it, licking it, and smelling it. And eventually, what did they do? They smashed and ate. Such people who are not able to endure, who are not able to wait for the next 20 minutes, when they were studied again after 20 years, something was discovered. Do you know what was discovered? Such people who could not wait for 20 minutes, they are fond of fighting. And kama ni jirani, kelele iko kwa wingi. Why? Because there are people who cannot control themselves. If you find people fighting, if you find people stealing, if you find people committing adultery, even fornication, all these are because they have no self-control. And it was tested that those who cannot wait when they are young, when they are in that early age, they were tested so that they could be discovered that such and such cannot wait, cannot endure. Then, what do we do? When you have a child of that nature, how will you guide them? How will you help them? So here, there is a way to help. So now I'm talking to parents. And are you a parent? Yes. So if you are a parent, please listen to me carefully. And if you are to be tomorrow, also you can listen at the same time. We have parents who are rich and they have the ability to help their children. So here we have a parent, and now a parent ability may be bigger than the desire of a child. So if you have a child that is asking for chocolate, are you not able to provide chocolate? Yes, you may be able to provide chocolate. And then when the child grows to 10 years, now the child is looking for a pen, a paper, or a book, blah, blah, blah. And now the child is now 15, 20 years. Let's say 15 now. And now this child is telling you, Dad, can you buy for me a bicycle? A bicycle is how much these days? Huh? So a bicycle of a child of 15 years, that one can cost how much? Roughly, how much? 12K? 12K, yeah. So you are a dad who is earning like 25,000, and now you have a child of 15 years old, and then it's telling you, Dad, can you buy for me a bicycle? What will you do now? When the child was young, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, you could buy chocolate, you could buy chips, and it was enough. The child will be satisfied and could say thank you. But now the child has grown. The child has become 15 years old. The child is telling you, Mom, I need a bicycle. Bicycle is how much? 12,000. How much do you earn? 25,000. And then how will you do now? Will you buy? Yeah. So from that time, how will be the desire of the child? Now when you are able, you are able. But when you are not able, that child will be unsatisfied. So even though you have a child at home, you will not be satisfied. And now a child is telling you, Dad, why don't you buy for me a motorbike? I need now a motorbike. A motorbike is how much now? So you talk about 100 and K, isn't it? 100 what? K. and now the child is telling you, hey, dad, mom, ninunulie motorbike. So that time, will your ability be able to satisfy your child? No. And that's why when your child is young and the child is growing, practice how to give. Out of 10, you can give 6 or 7, but 3 or 4, you deny. So you teach your child how to have self-control. A child will ask you, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Yes. So you can buy chocolate 2 times, but now the 3rd day you say no. You buy chocolate 3 times, the 4th time you say no. You buy chocolate 1 time, the 2nd time you say no. So you are training your child how they can have self-control. And now this is very important for a parent to train your child. Now the world has grown where now we have the rich parents. Rich parents, they are able to satisfy the desires of their children. But then some of them are not able. Some of them are not able. So a child that has been brought up in the house of a rich man, yes, they were having ability and they were able. But now such a child, they end up having no self-control. And that's why children from the rich families, listen to me carefully. Children from the rich families, they have grown having no self-control, and that's why their lives are reckless. They fight anyhowly, and they argue anyhowly, and they do whatever they want to do anyhowly. And then let's think of it again. A child that is a mother boy. Have you ever heard of a mother boy? A mother boy can never marry. Why? Because a mother boy will always compare his wife with his mother. A mother boy. So among you, do we have mother boys? Sawa. Don't worry. Also, there is a father girl. A father what? A father girl. A father girl will always compare the husband with the father. Your father is your father. Your mother is your mother. This one is your wife now. This one is your husband now. The status cannot be the same. But now you, father girl, you are given everything because you are a father girl. Now you think that your husband will also do the same. And you, mother boy, you are given everything because your mother was having the ability, and now you think your wife also will do the same. I am telling you, you need to have self-control. And then there's another child called the lastborn. Called who? The lastborn. And now you lastborn, because your parents were there and now they have grown somehow old, and then now you are relying on your siblings. If you can go here, you get. You go there, you get. You go there, you get. And because you are the lastborn, the lastborns also, they have no self-control. And that's why you need to know, are you a mother boy? Are you a father girl? Are you a lastborn? You need to change your mentality and know that life is so cruel outside there. And that's why those status of being a mother boy and a father girl and a lastborn, you need to control them. Hello? Are we together? Yes. Life has gone to the world where we have Jabal. Have you ever heard somebody called Jabal in your life since you were born? Who have ever heard about Jabal? Raise up your hand. I have ever heard about Jabal. No one. No one has ever heard of Jabal. How about Jubal? How about Tubal Cain? My God. You have ever heard of them? That is, keep it quiet. Just be silent. Now look at these people. They don't know who is Jabal. They don't know who is Jubal. They don't know who is Tubal Cain. And now these are the things that you need to know. Jabal was a son of a lady called Ada. Ada was a wife of a man called Lamech. And Lamech was a son of a man called Cain. And Cain was a son of a man called Adam. And Adam was created by God. Are you alive? Are you hearing? So Lamech came from Cain, and Cain left from God. Cain left from God. And when he left from God, now the generation of Cain who left God, Lamech came, and Lamech married two wives, Zillah and Ada. And now these two wives, from the beginning, we have Jabal. And Jabal, he was a keeper of animals. And Jabal, because he was a keeper of animals, he could provide food like meat or beef. And also, he could provide milk. Clothing was there already because of the skin. They were able to put on the skin. Why? Because from the Garden of Eden, God had killed an animal and had clothed Adam and Eve with the skin. So people could put on the skin from that beginning of time. And that is how Jabal could provide food, and Jabal could provide shelter, and Jabal could always be able to feed his siblings. They were always full, they were so happy. But Jubal came into being. Those who play the harp, the guitar, the kinanda, the drum, and the do. And now people are dancing. When do you dance? When do you jump? When you are hungry or when you are full? When you are full, when you have your shelter, when you have your clothes, when you have taken some small wine. Now that time, disco. Woo! That is Jubal. Now pleasure and leisure comes in. And when leisure and pleasure comes in, now people are not satisfied. They go to the world of Tubal-Cain. And in the world of Tubal-Cain, now they are making sword, they are making knife, they are making spear, they are making the arrow, they are making the gun, they are making the grenade, they are making the atomic bomb, they are making the nuclear. For what? Why do people make a gun? For what? Why do they make the spear? For what? Why do they make the arrow? For what? The grenade, the atomic bomb, the nuclear. For what? To dominate others. When now you have grown, now you are full, you have the clothes, you have your shelter, and now you have danced, you are tired, now you want to dominate other people. Nani, kuja hapa. Now the world of bullying comes in. America is bullying what? Russia is bullying what? Israel is bullying what? And now they are bullying one another. Every country bullying another country. Why? Because of what they have. What do they have? They have the ammunitions. They have the weapons. They have the deadly bombs. They are ready. And now this is the world of dominating. The world of dominating others. So the world grows like that. From desire to another desire. From desire to another desire. Now these days, do you know what is happening in Ukraine? In Ukraine, the Russians are killing even the civilians. Why? Because they don't see any soldier from Ukraine that they can fight with. So their desire has gone to the world that now let's kill even civilians. Now they are killing. Why? Because they have no self-control. They have no discipline. And that's why they are doing such nonsense. And now it is something that the world is checking and now saying, hey, what are they doing? I really want to tell you that people are happy. When are they happy? I want to tell you today that in the olden days, the church where we had Christianity at the beginning, it was so risky to call yourself a Christian. It was not easy for you to call yourself a Christian, because if you had called yourself a Christian, you had to die. You had to die calling yourself a Christian. So what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you that being a Christian in those early times, it meant that you had to go to the stadium, and in the stadium, they were having what is called the lions. You people, have you ever seen a lion? Have you ever heard of the man-eating lion? The man-eaters of the Voi during the time of the railway construction. And now they were eating the Indians, they were eating the Africans, and now the man-eater, the lions. So in the stadium, if you could call yourself a Christian, they could put all the Christians in the stadium, and then they open the doors of these lions, and people were sitting as in the stadium, and when the lions were coming chasing people, they were clapping, wow! And now the lion could dive and guide somebody, whoo! And now you are crying, hey! And then you die. Others sitting upside there, they are very happy. So Christians were put like somewhere here, and now other spectators are sitting there. They are seeing how lions are devouring people. Why? Because you are calling yourself a Christian. Leave alone that. Have you ever seen the WF? The WF. WWF. Sindio? Yes. If you have ever seen it, somebody is so gigantic and then coming and then carrying this sister. Ooh, and then they are happy. Ooh. So people are happy when? People are happy when you are having pain. People are happy when you are suffering. People are happy when you are also dying. People are happy when are they happy? This is called desire to the extreme. Desire to the extreme. So are you happy when your friend is dying? Are you happy when your friend is suffering? Yes, you may say no, but one corner, you know, siku hizi nani hana job. Hata mimi ndiye ametoka hapa nimempea 100. No, but actually, when others are suffering, are you not backbiting them? Hello? You are backbiting, Cindy? Yes. And now that is life. So, when I have here a question for you, and now the question is, I am unhappy because I don't have what? So are you happy or you are unhappy? Are you happy or unhappy? Nyapolos, are you happy? I doubt. Nyapolos and Nyapins, are you happy? Nyapolo, are you happy? You are not happy. Yeah. So what makes you not happy? Good. So I am not happy. Raise up your hand. Frankly, I am not happy. I am unhappy because I don't have. So that one, hiyo ni yako. But if you are not happy, raise up your hand. I am not happy. Frankly speaking, I am not happy. My friend, are you happy? Why are you happy? Sawa, don't tell others. That is your own. I am not happy. Sawa. So the reason why those who are not happy is because even if you may lack, but your desire becomes smaller, you can be happy. Yes, you may lack. Yes, you may have no money. Yes, you may not have this and that. But if your desire comes smaller and smaller, then you will be happy. Then you will be happy. If your desire becomes smaller and smaller, you will be happy. But because your desire is bigger than what you can receive, that's why you are not happy. Do you know why you are not happy? You are not happy because you have too much desire. Control your desire. Once you control your desire, you will be happy. My friend, there are people who have learned how to live life without money. Without money, they can still live. Without food, they can still live. Without job, they can still live. Without anything of this world, they can still live. There are people who have learned that. Are we together? Can I give you an example? Do you want an example? Yes, I will show you. Moses lived for 80 years without money, but he lived very well. Apostle Paul lived for 28 years without money, and he lived very well. Jesus, the Son of God, lived for 33 years and a half without a job, and he lived very well. Peter lived for 3 years plus another 20 years without money, and he lived very well. I want to tell you today, even without money, you will still be happy. Even without a job, you will still be happy. Even without a husband, you will still be happy. Even without a wife, you will still be happy. The reason why you are not happy, your desires are bigger and greater than your self-control. The reason why there is much divorce in Africa, not only Africa, in the whole world, is desire is greater than self-control. Desire is greater than self-control. That's why men marry today and tomorrow they have divorced. And in Europe, they are marrying under contract. 3 months contract, 6 months contract, 1 year contract, and that's how they marry. And now I marry you, and we say only 3 months, and we revoke it, and then I marry another one, 3 months, we revoke it, marry another one, 3 months, revoke it, marry another one, 3 months, revoke it, and now your work is marrying, revoking, because of desire. Desire is good, yes. But if it has no self-control, desire is bad. Desire is good, yes. But if it has no self-control, desire is good, yes. But if it has no self-control, then desire is... Are we together? Yes. So desiring has no problem, but you need to have self-control. Once you have self-control, you will be satisfied, you will be happy, you will live well, you will say hallelujah, you will be thankful. Even with the 5 bob, you say asante sana ndugu yangu, asante sana dada yangu. Kogole tu utashukuru. Lakini saa hii nikikuangalia hata shilingi 10 huwezi shukuru. Hata nikupea 20 bob utasema hii ni nini? Wewe ni mtu umezoea shilingi 1500, si ndio? Ndugu yangu, bila kukupewa shilingi 10,000 utasema hizi ni bure. Kuna watu shilingi 10 inawaridhisha, wanasema asante na nimeshukuru. Mboga bila mafuta, bila chumvi, wanasema asante. Lakini kuna watu hata ukipea nyama ya nguruwe, atasema hii imekarangwa aje. Aibu, angalia. Why? Because their desire is beyond their self-control. Think about your life. Think about what I've talked to you, and look at your heart. Engage yourself and see whether you are able to control or you are not able to control. When you're not able to control, life becomes hard and everything becomes unhappy for you. You are not happy because you have no self-control. Once you have self-control, you will be happy even in small things. Are we together? Yeah. Are we together? Yeah. Please, are you happy now? Why are you happy? Because you have. Once you have self-control, my sister, my brother, you will be happy. And I really want you to be happy. Are you happy? Are you happy? What can prove that you are happy? What can prove that you are happy? Ha 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 ha. Oh, ha. I am happy. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yeah, then prove that you are happy. Some are not happy. Those who are putting blue cape, they are not happy. Those who are putting white Marvin are not happy. The blue Marvin, they are not happy. People of the Marvin and the capes, I don't know, what's wrong? Hello? People of the capes and the Marvins, are you happy? Yeah, okay, let's go. 1, 2, also the hoods. People of the hoods and the Marvins and the capes. 1, 2, go. Are you happy? Ha 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 ha. Marvins are not not happy. The Caps are not happy. They are sad. And that's why they are trying to cover their face, so that you may not see them. No problem. Let's meet tomorrow and next week, and then we shall be talking of this one thing. The result of lack of self-control, what will it bring in life? You will find yourself, you have weak mind. You will end up in prison. You just fight holela holela, and you divorce holela holela, and you commit suicide holela holela, because you have no self-control. Those people who divorce, those people who fight, those people who drink, those people who do crime, those who are in prison, is because of lack of self-control. So is it good to have self-control or not? It is good. Have desire, no problem, but also it is good to have self-control. And once you have self-control, I'm telling you, you are able to tell Charlie leo no. Si ndio? Hata kama umenunua chips, lakini leo otire. Chips tumekula, si ndio? Yes. Have the gut kukula chips. Ukimaliza kukula chips, umwambie nini? Haha. Lakini usikule chips kila siku ukisemaga no. Also, wewe pia uko na tamaa ya chips. Si ndio? So usikulage chips kama uko na mawazo ya kusema no. Kama uko na mawazo ya kusema no, from the chips sema no. From the chips sema no. Lakini usakula chips, wewe uko ndani. That's why you have to have self-control. Mtu anakununulia chips, anakununulia kuku quarter na soda juu yake Coke, and then you want to say no. Then you would have said no from the beginning. Si ndio? Sio baada ya kukula chips ndio nasema no. Hiyo utapigwa. Utastuka umepigwa. So you need to have self-control from chips. From what? Yeah. Si atukule kwanza ndio useme utapigwa. You need to have self-control. You guys, are we together? Yes. So next week, if you come, we are going to talk about weak mind, which is getting broken anyhowly. Otherwise, thank you. If you want, you can clap for me. If you don't want, you can go with it. Be blessed. See you.